And we'll start by saying Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Hope you guys had a good weekend.
It's been a good
So I was
weekend.
thinking about Danny's wonderful nurturing ways. I came across this little shindig. Hold on. Let me restart it.
What are you
I
going to
have to,
show?
I'll show you what. I'm going to nail your butt.
Oh, shit. And I just fell down. Shut up,
You hear how nurturing she is?
I missed the chair, all right? Oh,
Okay, tell me that wasn't funny.
I'm glad you find it humorous. Laugh it up, woman.
Oh, that was a member stream about 7 months ago, and I forgot I clipped it, trying to figure out how I could make a short out of it, and that was my nurturing Danny taking care of me. Oh, well, let's say the hellos. Eugene, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Chew, always a pleasure. Fish on Tanktix, welcome to the stream. Monster Fish Gal, what's going on? Miss Lori, Carol Cox. There you go. Best I can do with these crippled old fingers. Uncle Smiley, how are you, sir? Whips World, good to see you. Shady Grady, what's up, my man? Uncle Smiley, welcome. Bionic Bigfoot, Mr. Dennis, good to see you.
Thank you, Whips.
Dave-O, hello. Nathan Hovey, welcome. The Joker, Mr. Chris, what's going on? Dale, welcome. Is that Dale Delopoulos? Am I saying it correctly? Hopefully I didn't butcher that too bad. Dale, Mr. Dennis Christensen, welcome. And Mr. Atkins, welcome. And Skipper.
And Scotty the fish freak. And Scotty the fish freak.
What's going on, Scotty? So anyway, Danny and I just kind of had a relaxing day. Didn't take the boat out today. It's been a nightmare of a weekend. I mean, nightmarish.
Yeah.
I mean, everything that could go wrong this weekend, I think, did.
But we had a lot of positives, too.
Yeah, we got some stuff done. We got some stuff somewhat done. And then we got stuff we just said to hell with it by the end of the day. And now we're where we're at. It's another adventure tomorrow.
Well, poor Ken. We go to take the boat out yesterday. And Ken and I were on the 26. We're heading up to the zoo, and it's a pretty steep incline of a hill. We're hauling the boat. We're going to go to Hag Lake, and all of a sudden the transmission starts slipping on the truck.
Yeah, I had the trans serviced when I had the turbo replaced and all that. I just got done spending $6,000 on this truck in December. So anyway, then first time I've had the truck out towing the boat since then. So the guy that did the work's going to look at it tomorrow. I'm hoping that it's something that he is going to warranty, but I doubt that's going to happen.
Yeah, so that was, and we were with Kim and Roland Holtz. So we haven't been able to see or spend time with them in a while. So here we are, and the tranny started slipping. So we had to turn around and come back down to where we live. And then,
hello, Melvin.
Then we went to the boat ramp that was right next to our house, and we put in. And we got to do a beautiful day where we went up to the falls. And I think Ken put some stuff on. Did you put stuff on the community tab about that?
Yeah, as we were progressing, I didn't take a shorter a video of our climax of the day on the river either. I should have, I guess.
We haven't gotten to that point yet. We're at the falls. Which Kim had never seen the Willamette Falls from the actual river, but it's amazing. So much volume of water comes over those falls. And there's a big giant sea lion that was playing in the water there. And I guess he likes to eat the lampreys that are in the river there. So
He never
anyway,
leaves. He never
yeah.
leaves the river. He stays there year round, I guess.
So yeah, we did that. And then and thank you everybody for the happy Mother's Day wishes. I sure appreciate it. But we ended up turning around from the Willamette Falls, and we went all the way down the Willamette to the Columbia River. And then you can describe what happened to us at the Columbia River.
So anyway, we're on our way back from the Columbia River, and Mr. Rowland decides he needs to pee. So we see this nice, calm-looking beach over on this shoreline. So I'm beating feet, going to just beach it up on that beach for him. So I'm clipping along about 20, and all of a sudden I notice the remains of an old, like, naval dock, solid concretes and gnarly shards of steel and all this
It
stuff.
was wood. All
There
of
was
it
steel
was
posts
wood.
too, big steel posts. I know. I was standing on it, remember? So anyway, I hurry up and back the motor down while it's too late. I'm sitting there trying to put it up, and kaboom, we're up.
We're
We're
like high barred. Up
high
on
center, right up on top of it.
Yes, high center. That's what I'm looking for.
So anyway, I'm looking around like, oh my God. So it's a two-piece deal. There's two big things on this side with a big space, and then two more on this side. And we're like right between them both. So me and Roland are trying to think, what the hell are we going to do here? So Roland, now keep in mind, Roland is about 5 foot. What is he? About 5'8", and probably soaking wet, 150 pounds. I think I'm giving him a pound or two. Actually, I think even that. This little guy, don't take the phone off them. Just jump overboard and let's try to save the day. Here's Roland, and we figured out it was just clear water. In between these things, I'm 6'4" and I still couldn't touch. Yeah. That's how deep it was. In between the pylons. It's just these stupid pylons were up high enough to catch us. So anyway, Roland's over there, and he gets the boat to move a little bit. So then I jump down, almost knock him on the other side into the deep end. I grabbed him to get up on the boat, and then I was able to get it pushed a little further. So then I got up again, thinking we're in the clear. Oh, no, we're centered in another spot. So then I had to jump back in the water. Everybody in the boat went to the front of the boat, so it get that back in, up and over. Yeah. And finally, I got the motor in a clear spot. Was able to back us out of there. A couple of more little love wounds on the boat, of course.
Oh my God!
Marking every ding on it for the kids, so they know which incident it was.
Oh my goodness! Thank you all for the Mother's Day wishes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Happy Mother's Day to you all out there. Appreciate it.
Steady noon.
So yeah, luckily we were able to get off of there. So we tootled back home and we're able to get the boat out of the water. And then we go to dinner, and Roland left his phone at the restaurant. So we got to see him again today when he came back to pick up the phone. But it was really fun. It was an interesting day. We've never had anything like that happen before. But the water's at such weird levels right now. My mom's like, why didn't they have those things marked? And I'm like, well, the water level's up. So these things would normally probably be sticking out of the water. So you'd be able to see that they were there. But
yeah, it just looks like you could tell it was like an abandoned dock that they built years and years and years ago, and decided not to use that dock anymore. And then Mother Nature took the rest of it down. then parts of it probably floated off over the years anyway. It just, what a mess.
So your brother wants to know why you look cranky tonight.
Well, I tore my boat up. I got my transmission slipping. I'm still unemployed. And what else can I add on it?
We don't need anything else.
Yeah, we're about over it.
But I got lovely calls from my kids today, so that was really fun. Kimberly says hello and happy Mom's Day.
Big Steve, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Linda Worth, good to
Happy
see you.
Mom's
Keith
Day.
with KGE, welcome to the stream.
Yeah. So let's see. So then today's extravaganza around here is but I emptied out 2 of the tubs that were in the rack room, and I got those out and been cleaning those out, so the tubs are cleaned up and ready to go for future. I'm not sure that we'll use them as fish tubs anymore, but trying to get everything replaced with the tanks and all of that stuff. So I've just got 1 tub left to empty, but Kim put a bunch of shrimp in there. So that's going to be a time cleaning that out.
We don't have a tank to put them in at the moment, do we?
I don't think so. We've been getting the tank's gone as soon as we empty them. So Legacy says it's crazy weather here in Pennsylvania. I thought we would hear the word T word tornado. Southwest Pennsylvania, F3 tornado blew the windows out of a church in up Uniontown, Pennsylvania. Wow. Wow.
Now, those storms seem particularly strong this year.
I know.
What's
They
going
really
on, Long
do.
Family Show? Welcome.
Yeah. So the tub is left to do, and then once we get that tub emptied and move that, then we can move the other stand that's like this one in over there along that wall. So that'll be really good.
Then
I'm
we can
excited.
finally start getting some tanks set in there. And
Yeah.
one thing we're learning from our past mistakes, and before we put a single tank on any of those stands, Danny and I are going to do the layout of the room and make sure we like it. Because, I mean, the back room that we just put together in the far back there, I've noticed I don't like it now. I've got to arrange things a little different because I just go, all right, boom, 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 boom. I'm always, Mr. Let's get it done. Well, I left this much room to go into the room now. I've got 75 and 55s and a bunch of other things I got to take into the room, and I've now boxed myself out. So I've got to.
It's so true. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so we've got to reconfigure that room. We thought we had enough room as far as a tape measure, but when in actuality it's all up and going, there's just not any room. I don't know how we did that. Oh, Sketty Nonia says, I've spent way too much time sheltering this spring. Well, we had a really cool phenomenon. I don't know if it was all across the United States or not, but the Northern Lights, just really great views of that. So it was like my kids were sending us pictures of it, and they got some great views.
Yeah, here's a couple of YouTubers, and we're sitting here, go out and, oh, cool, ooh, ah, and then we go back to bed. Our kids get these like mini portraits. I mean, like, yeah, that probably would have been kind of cool just to take a short of it. But I didn't even think about it. I failed you all miserably.
Yes. So Mike says, so we can't even go boating this week. I'm on vacation Wednesday through Friday. Well, I work. That's yeah. I took this last Friday off and I had a wonderful, relaxing, carefree day. It was wonderful.
He says, I've been doing it for 54 years.
Been doing what? Living? How much younger is he than you? By a year or two?
2 years.
2
So
years?
he's not 54 yet. He's 54 in June.
He says, I'm off the first week of June, too. Well, I don't know if you heard, but our truck's transmission slipping. So
He
unless
knows
it's
that
on the
'cause he was
Willamette
complaining,
River,
He was complaining. So no fishing for us then.
except on the Willamette River, that's about the only place we can go right now. Then Ginger, hello, hello. Happy Mother's Day. No, that's not a new truck. How old is your truck, Kenny?
16.
So it's only 8 years old. Yeah, but that truck's been through a lot.
I have never, ever, ever spoken a bad word about Ford. Ford, I hope you're listening. I will never buy another Ford EcoBoost truck ever again. It is a pile.
Yeah, everything has gone wrong. We've already had to fix it a couple of times with what is it that goes out on it that you have to have fixed, Kenny?
The turbo.
The turbo. Yeah. It's
And
terrible.
then when the turbo goes, it blows the chain too. So I'm lucky I didn't blow the lower end of the motor up when that chain imploded, but
Yeah. No fun.
yeah, Tommy, I did Ford almost my whole selling career.
Silver
But I am
Creek.
not happy with them at the moment. I am not happy at all.
Silver Creek saying, I used to sell Ford during the first gen EcoBoost. The turbos go out. Yep. Well, I didn't know if that's what you were talking about. You didn't repeat what he said. Don't even give me a hard time.
That motherly instinct, she's always right on. You can't get away with nothing with this one.
Shut up. He's been giving me a really hard time today, you guys.
Kayla, this is Lisa. Welcome to the stream. She says, Happy Mother's Day, Dad.
Thank you. So the other big thing was that there's a big festival going on downtown. The Humane Society is doing their annual fundraiser. So everybody has their dogs out downtown. Zen Ginger says, Danny, stop what you're doing and go kick him in the shin. We'll all look away. Garcia Aquatics, thank you. Happy Mother's Day to all the wonderful mothers. Yeah, I got some calls from my kids today. I was super excited about that. Although my son usually calls me on Mother's Day and tells me Happy Valentine's Day. Or no, it's Valentine's Day and he tells me Happy Mother's Day. Because 1 year for Valentine's Day, he said, I saw everybody bringing flowers and buying flowers. And I thought, oh no, it's Mother's Day. So he went and bought a card and all he could find were Valentine cards. And he wrote Happy Mother's Day on it. And he brought it home because I was too late. I'm sorry. They ran out of Mother's Day cards. And I'm like, it's Valentine's Day, Jeremy. So it's been a standing joke for us for many years that he always tells me Happy Mother's Day on Valentine's Day. But that was actual Mother's Day, so oh. What other interesting things were going on the fit with the fish this week? You'd been doing some stuff earlier in the week, Kenny.
Just moving them out, man. We are
Yes.
officially, I think we broke the 50s now. We're down to 50 something tanks.
So your brother says last month on the 18th, I almost called Ken and panicked, thinking I forgot my mom's birthday before I realized it was only April. They call that dementia, Mike. Oh. So, yeah, because Ken's mom's birthday happens and then Mother's Day is like right after it. And we took my mom out on Friday for Mother's Day dinner because we didn't want to fight the crowds on actual Mother's Day. It's ridiculous around here. I don't know if it's that way all across the country, but you can't get in any place.
What's going on, Jeff King? Good to see you, my friend. Jeff Cohen, welcome.
Mike says, I don't need dementia. My brain is already frazzled. I haven't used the word frazzled in a really long time. Garcia Aquatic says, hey, Kenny, what's for sale now?
Yeah. What's going on, Garcia? What do we have right now, Danny? We got Super Reds. We've got, well, the long fin albinos it's small batch right now. I don't know if I'd feel comfortable shipping them yet. We have regular albino bristlenose. We have Schubel green guppies.
Garcia says, besides the Ford.
Yeah, that son bitch is up for sale right now. Guaranteed. Yeah. We have Gingaruba endlers, stack endlers, Eltegra endlers, banded gungans.
Well, it was really funny the other night because we came home and we'd been out all day long, and it goes, just feed the tanks with babies tonight. So now normally you feed them every night, but we were really running behind. Well, most of the tanks had babies in them. So I was feeding almost all the tanks anyway. Skitty Nonia says, my mom would have been 86 yesterday. Well, I'm sorry she wasn't here. It's very sad. My mom's doing better. She's been home for almost 2 weeks now and hasn't had to go back, but she's still on some antibiotic that they have her on, and they'll have her on that for another 2 weeks, I think. So Mike says, bah, they can eat the babies then. Ooh. Jack Barlow says, at work right now, overlooking Queen's Surf, Waikiki Beach. All of a sudden, I realized I'm missing the live stream.
We looked over those waters many times, Jack.
Yeah. Stephen White says, my mom was 99 last month. Wow.
So you got good genes there, Stephen.
That's amazing. 99. I can't even imagine being alive that long, much less feeling like doing anything.
Well, I'll put it this way. If the pain level is going to be double what I'm feeling now, hard pass.
Oh, my goodness. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but our neighbors are hammering.
Is it Glenn again?
Yes.
Oh, good Lord.
This man, every time there's a nice day, he's got some motorized something going. Every nice day.
Chainsaw, or he's got a freaking circular saw.
Or a lawnmower, or a leaf blower. The circular saws, the saws out in the garage. Just noise. He's the noisiest person.
So I think, Danielle, we could
Well-
do a whole new series on our channel called Paybacks to Glenn.
Paybacks to Glenn. Stephen White says she asks every day, why is she still around? Because we can't imagine life without you, Mom. Zen Ginger says, I think if I make it to 99, nobody around me will be happy. I'm already super cranky. I thought I would be a super cranky older woman. In fact, I had planned for that.
Poor Nona. Because my dad turned 90. He has dementia now, so he's forgotten he doesn't like me.
Wow. 310 Aquatics. My great aunt celebrated 100 today. Her best friend was there. She's 101. How often do you see someone 101 give someone a 100th birthday card? Oh my gosh, that'd be great.
Well, Whip, it's funny you should bring that up. We did have a couple of pretty wild Daniken parties during the Fishtoberfest that were here. And those guys, some of those guys were getting crazy in the back, man. God only knows what that retired preacher was hearing back there.
Window Liquor, we are such good neighbors. We're
Oh,
quiet.
Window Liquor's what it is. I thought it was Whip. Window Liquor's who else.
We're so quiet.
We really are nowadays. I mean, we don't get in much trouble. Once in a great while, like if there's an event and I have a party here, then it gets a little nuts. But
Yeah. Well, even
the
then,
people are probably like, "What are they over there cooking drugs?" Or like, there'll be people constantly coming and going until like 2, 3 a.m. Cars starting and going, and then coming back in to drive. I'm like, God, our neighbors probably wonder what kind of operation we're running this weekend. But that more affected. That didn't even affect the guy that does all this stuff to my wife and I. He probably could. Only thing he heard was the partying in the back, or maybe the bonfire. I guess probably would have maybe bothered him a bit.
I don't know why it would. It's just some crackling, a little bit of light.
I mean, the guy basically. I have done the fence the last 2 times now.
Yeah.
So what's he do? I put the brand new fence up. He puts these builder boxes right on the fence and sits there and waters his plants every day on my fence. So anybody knows wood, I don't care what kind of wood it is, if it's getting constant bombardment from floods and mucky water, that wood ain't lasting but a year, if that. So
Yes.
I told him straight up, I said, oh, you want to do that to the fence? Guess who's replacing it when it rots out in a year? I said, but I got the pick. Thanks.
Yeah. Fish dreams.
Fish dreams.
Been
What's
lurking.
going on? Well, there is that. Atkins says, unless a ghost flat up destroy stuff in the basement while we're partying.
Well, that was really weird because we were all upstairs in the family room listening to a guy talk, and everybody heard a giant crash downstairs. We came downstairs, tried to find what it was, but it was a big crash. So something had to have fallen over. I didn't find it until about 2 days later when I went to go open one of the closet doors. This whole system in there had fallen over, and it was all these pens and Christmas wrapping stuff, but it had all fallen out and it had made this giant crash inside the closet, but we didn't see it when we came down looking for what had crashed. It was really strange because we're like, what the heck?
After that incident in the house, so at that point we probably had 50 or 60 people in the house. After the incident, we were down to about 15 to 20.
Because of course,
Everybody
Ken's
was-
up like the ghost is acting up.
Yeah, everybody was mass exodus after that one.
And the other ones were ghost hunting.
Yeah, the other ones, they have the cameras out. They got little green machines that are trying to get them to talk to them. I mean, it's funny. Man.
Yep. Pretty nuts.
Well,
But that's what
I
happens
think
at a
it's
Daniken
Our great
party.
grandmother lived to be 98, so we have pretty good genes too.
Yep. It's one of the reasons I married you. Good genes.
Yeah. So is that what they call them nowadays? Huh. Good genes.
Oh my goodness. I forgot that the window.
But unfortunately, every house Danny and I have ever lived in, we've been blessed with that because how many years ago was that the people found out, what would they call me? A magnet or some crap?
I'm typing you a message.
Typing who a message?
You. Window wide open. Here I am complaining about the neighbor.
Oh. You can hear us?
It got quiet. Oops.
Oopsie. Well, now, gosh dang it, he's going to know everything I've done.
Right? Oh, goodness.
He doesn't seem like the YouTube or Facebook type. So.
Whips World says, I seriously need to party with the Danikins before I die, preferably when Kenny hasn't been up for 24 hours.
Yeah, if you keep the water changing, the super whites and any of the 236 love the water changes.
Yeah, they do.
Now, this other gentleman that got his a few months after me, my breeder John, I always call him, he's got some that are on eggs now too. So kind of the same batch I had. So all those are starting to produce now, which is good. The more that you see out there, the more likely that the average Joes like you and I can afford them.
Said Ginger. You're so funny. I don't want to lie.
Oh, that's the thing we didn't tell him about too. So Danny gets this thing where we got a hanker. Was that Thursday night or was that Friday? That was Thursday night. So we decided we're going to go to Jack in the Box, just grab a burger. So we go around to the drive-through window, and it looks like World War III is happening. The thing that tells you how high you are is laying on the side of the thing. The screen and the whole lighted thing is out. We're having to use a flashlight to see what is
The
basically
menu.
on the menu. We're there for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Okay, this thing must be broke. So we pull around to the front.
Drive-through
This
window.
long, lanky dude comes up and says, were you guys planning on ordering? No, we just drove around because we didn't, he goes, well, you're going to have to go around into that box and put your order in. I said, dude, we were just out there for 3 minutes. What are you talking about? Well, that's what you need to do. I said, I said the F word. I said, F it. It ain't worth all that, and left. But I thought, you gotta be. And keep in mind, we're the only people in the drive-through.
But he wants us to put the order in.
We are it. We're it. I mean, if I would have did the loop, I could have probably just backed all the way back up to it. But at that point, after him and I had exchanged quite a few words, I'm like, yeah, I don't need a burger from here that bad. They're just going to spit on it anyway,
Your brother says 3 whole minutes.
Hey, Mike, at a drive-through, if you're not being helped in 3 minutes, chances are something ain't right. Or at least acknowledge you're there.
Yeah, seriously. Or it'll be just a minute. Something. Acknowledge the person that's sitting there. But
I mean, if we sat here for 3 minutes and didn't say a word, these people, half of them would leave this stream. 3 minutes is an eternity. What's going on, Mr. J. Olivers? He's been a member now for 37 months saying, hey, Fish Fam, good to see everyone. Well, good to see you, John. Hope all is well with you. No kidding, Jack. That's what my thinking was.
Right?
Fast food doesn't involve a 3-minute wait at a window. Then when the customer comes up, I mean, whatever happened, like in the field I'm in, the customer's always right. There ain't none of that going on in a fast food, all right? It's just. So we said, screw them, and went to Carl's Jr. and had an amazing burger. What's going on there, Stephen P. Awkwardness coming in with the evening?
Did you see what Mike said to you?
Yes. I just block him out. So, Stephen, interesting. My son got a Louisiana water dog. What is that thing called again, Danielle?
Hang on, cat. Hang on.
Anyway, my son was on video with it today. Freakiest dog I've ever seen in my life.
Catahoula leopard dog.
Catahoula leopard dog. He opened this dog's feet like this and kind of spread it. It's got webbed feet like a dang duck. They're made for swimming and fetching stuff out of the water. I've never seen one in my life, and it creeped me out. I mean, he literally had webbed feet.
And they changed their coloration and their spot placement like every 2 years. So they're a constantly evolving dog.
Yes, Mike don't miss a beat, does he?
Nope.
Is this the same son that made you take his dog?
Well, he's really mad about it, actually.
Yeah, he
and
is.
he's not training this dog. And I feel bad for the dog because he's a puppy and he's nipping at Daxton's feet and yanking on his pant legs and everything. And Daxton's trying to move him away when he's attacking and everything, but Jeremy's just letting him do it.
Well,
so we'll see.
He put a lot of effort in old Shiva Gene here. Huh.
Stephen P says Catahoulas are basically furry alligator duck hybrids.
She likes it here, don't you? Tell him I love it here.
Eugene says a leopard dog. Learn something new every day. Yeah, Monster Fish Gal, I agree. I see bad things ahead. I see really bad things ahead.
And then what's going to happen is, I know how it's going to go down. Dad, Mom, what is this turning into your dog
No.
sanctuary, son?
No, I have a little fund for the dog I want when I retire. I have a little putting away $20 a month towards the dog I want.
Are we still talking? You said if I'm not getting a dog that needs grooming, you already see it.
No, it needs brushing.
Whatever. You're not going to do that either.
Whatever. That's not true. I used to brush Gizzy all the time. And then we started having him shaved. Because he was so hot.
He was cute shaved.
I know. He was adorable. She left his little mane poofy, and then the rest of him was just shaved. So he had this
like
giant head. He did. He looked like a lion. It was so cute. Mike says, I really can't take care of this golden retriever anymore. No. Shiva does not like other dogs. She enjoys just having us to herself. Mike says dropping her off tomorrow. No. Turns out I'm allergic to dogs. Whatever, Mike. You're keeping your dog or finding somebody else to take it.
Take it to your mother-in-law. She loves dogs.
Take it to your mother.
Yeah, your mom could use a dog right now.
Yes. Your mom doesn't have a dog. She's there all by herself. Take it to your mom.
Maybe I should snatch up Jeremy's water dog and take that to her.
No.
She don't want a big dog if she was to get another one.
And she doesn't want a puppy. They chew.
What?
I know, Mike. She says she doesn't want one. I heard that. Ken asked her, "Are you getting another dog?" No. Oh, I shaved my wiener dog today. She was fuzzy.
Felix, I swear to God, I looked down and all I saw was what you. I'm like, oh, who is it? It's Kayla. Then I read the further, but I was like, oh my God, this is a family channel.
Kayla said she feels better now. Oh.
Yeah.
I kind of think, I don't know if anybody else's parents are getting that way, but I know what you're talking about. Mike says she's already dead in her mind. She doesn't want to burden anyone with anything. And it was like, my dad keeps telling me, I'm like, oh, I really like that. I should go get one of those. And my dad's like, why? You're going to inherit this. I'm like, shut up. Vibes Aquatics, thanks for the wonderful Mother's Day wishes for everybody.
Family channel, hence the
the parentheses. That's so funny.
I caught it, Kayla. Yes, I know what you're saying.
Too funny. Oh my goodness. So we're gonna think I'm really trying to figure out how to put Drogonetta into a bigger tank. But I don't know what kind of tank I should put her in because she really likes the little pea gravel that we have in there. It's all these little agates and stuff. It's like little tiny river rock pebbles or whatever. But she loves to gather those up and spit them out on and rearrange her tank all over the place. I don't know what kind of decor you could put in with someone that likes to rearrange their tank all the time.
You don't dare put bigger. She'll end up swallowing a big old rock or something.
But she does it on purpose. And when we're down here, she'll take a big mouthful of those pebbles and then spit them out while looking at us. Like, this is what I think of you.
Glaring at us a couple minutes, and then she goes and does it all over again. Hence the reason we can't put her in a tank with any other fish, because she would literally kill them all in a day, probably.
Probably. Although we've never tried. I can honestly say we've never tried. But we've heard about these fish and what they like to do.
See how she is with me. I mean, she bites the crap out of me just cleaning her tank. I can't imagine what she'd do to another fish.
Drogonetta is a black nasty, a Haitiensis. Haitiensis. Yeah. So, but I don't know what the whole name. I know it's Haitiensis. Hang on. Haitiensis cichlid. It's a Nandopsis haitiensis is her technical name. But, well, no. Because it's showing like a flower horn, but it's not a flower horn. Yeah, she doesn't have. They don't have nuchal humps. The ones that we have that I know of. I don't think they have nuchal humps, but they're gorgeous, gorgeous fish. And the males are like usually white, and the females are usually black.
You got it
Predominant.
backwards.
The one JB from Andy Woods was a giant white fish, and the female was black.
I thought the male was ours is a female and she's white, Danielle.
I understand that, but she's got the black undertones to her, and she was black all the way up until recently, or more black than white, I should say. Let me see, JP. I think the fish's name was JP. Woods cichlids. Let me see if he's even on here anymore.
I haven't seen anything from Andy in ever.
Yeah, it's been a while. So, but he was really fun to watch. I used to love watching his videos a lot. He was
Andy
hilarious.
Woods, the original king of DIY, Danny and I used to watch all the time. Corey, Lucas, when we were first getting involved.
Yeah.
Then because of Corey, we found Bob, and then Bentley, and then Alex, and the rest is history.
So he did a tour like 1 year ago. But see, okay, here we go. Here we go, you guys. Hang on. Yeah. Okay, hang on. Let me show you, Kenny. Okay, here we go. I'm going to show a picture. Present. Here we go. Share screen. Share screen. And okay, share. Okay, can you see that, Kenny?
Yep.
Okay, so you see how the female's black and the male's more white. So anyway, yeah, and those are all their babies. But the females are generally more white or black, and the males are more white. Especially when they're flaring their mating colors, that's when they really go the black and the white. Super pretty fish. Super. I think they're so beautiful. Can't even hardly stand it. It's like, ooh, I see him and I'm like, ooh. What are you looking at, Kenny?
Oh, one of the people from the auction, Miss Killer Kitty, was texting her back, or not texting her, emailing her back.
But
Regina Phalanges, good to see you.
so is RB3 going after us? Do you know?
Oh, I don't
Why'd
know if he
you-
will on Mother's Day because he's really into his wife.
Why are you showing Bunny Viper's whipster?
Oh, I'm gonna meet you. It's called Fat Finger.
Like a Sunfish for Fish says, I'm looking for a jelly cat. I used to know what those are.
They're actually kind of a cool looking cat.
They're
George does
big
not.
mouth.
George does not have a stream set up.
Okay.
So my guess is he is not going.
They've got a really big mouth, those jelly cats do. Yeah, Monster Fish Gal says, no George RB3. Oh, I think they do too. Yeah, looks like a miniature flathead catfish.
Hello, Miss June.
Wide mouth. Yeah, we're super big, long mouth. Looks like a They're that mottled gray color. They're actually really interesting. Whips World says they're the devil. Why? Why are they the devil? Because they eat everything.
Well, I'm sure they'll eat anything that fits in their mouth.
Yeah, I'm sure too. Kind of like that fish, the gulper or whatever.
Gulper catfish, yep.
Gulper catfish.
Those things will
boy.
eat twice their size. They don't care. Just put that big old snake-like mouth around it and in its belly, and it will sit there for 2 days moving in their belly before it finally croaks.
Ken, don't say that. That's terrible.
Well, it is. That's why we don't have them in the belly.
Oh my goodness. They are not. That's not kosher. But Roland came over and saw the baby Frontosa that we got. They're already getting to be about that big, so you know they're really growing fast. Whisperworld said Misfit gave his black nasty to Gina and it scratches the glass with its teeth.
Ours just gnaws on stuff all the time. He's broken 4 heaters at this point.
And when she gets mad, she slams a heater against the side of the tank.
Vibe says, how do sailflower mollies taste, and how do you best way to prepare them? No idea.
Nope. Why would you want to?
Too close to bait for me.
So,
George says, yes, I am. So he must just be thinking about getting it put up there.
okay. All right. Good to know.
Lori, I miss my Suzy Q so bad.
Bunny Vapor says, vibes, I don't know, but they taste great with cottage cheese.
No.
Oh my God. Bunny.
Sounds like my Triamax, she says.
Oh, with the slamming of the heater and everything, I'll bet. Our Trimac used to cause a bunch of
Enjoy,
headache.
Kalish. Thanks for coming in. Go enjoy that steak.
What did we decide we're doing for dinner?
I don't know.
I don't know. I can't remember. Whisperworld was speaking of Misfit. He gifted me a flower horn a while back. I have it in its own 90, but I'm wondering if anyone has had any success with keeping any particular catfish in with them. You know, I don't know. We had a flower horn, but it was in the tank by himself, right? Wasn't he in the tank by himself, Kenny?
Well, when she had him, she said he was in for a little bit with convicts, but he's scared to death of the convicts.
Mike says, I have half a salmon left. That's too funny.
It's a fireman's dream, like Ian's. Maybe he has some suggestions.
What's a fireman's dream?
I have no idea. I'm lost.
Jack Barlow says, I'm also scared of convicts. Yeah, those convicts are mean little critters. And
Oh, yeah. Salmon's good, Mike.
What?
He said he's got half a salmon. Like he says, I've been baking it in garlic butter. Winds up, it's pretty tasty. He's just now figuring out salmon's good.
Yeah, well, I just cooked some salmon this last week and I did it in the air fryer. It turned out really good. I love cooking some salmon. It's good food, good fish. I was trying to catch a salmon
Oh.
yesterday.
It's a type of flower horn.
Oh. Thank you for the clarifications, and Ginger, because I had no idea. Scotty the fish freak says, I got scared for a second. You knew about my dreams, the fireman dreams.
Oh my God, Ginger goes, Scotty, Lord heavens, no. Sorry, Zen. I don't think I have a fireman's outfit in my closet.
No, you know, that is one thing that we don't have in Ken's prop closet. He does not have a fireman's, and he doesn't have a police officer.
Turkey pot pie.
That sounds good. I made Ken eat a salad today.
I ate a salad today. I got my yearly dosage in.
I was sitting there. He's like, it's your day, hon. Cook whatever you want for lunch. I said, hey, do you want a salad? I'm having a salad. So I fried up some, not fried up, but skilleted some chicken and chopped it up and put it over the top of the salad. And I had like strawberries and blueberries and Honey Crisp apple slices in there. And it was really good. Super good. Whips World says, Scotty dreams are simple. Scotty just dreams of one day seeing above the countertop. Wendell Licker says, those costumes are in the bedroom closet.
All right.
There you go.
There's
Good
George's
job,
link. So, the thing I've been waiting on, it is Mother's Day, and I'm going to the post office anyway tomorrow. So, I'm going to do a giveaway, but this is where it pays to be at the beginning of the stream. So, the first person that tells us the traumatic thing that happened to us at the beginning of the stream that I was talking about wins a trio of Ginga Ruba Endlers.
And everybody's like, don't remember what dramatic thing happened. There was a couple of things. Which one are you going for?
The first thing we talked about to start the stream. There it is, Whip 1. Now, Whip, I don't have a problem sending you to these, but I hope you're not going to use them as feeder fish. Whip's our lucky winner.
Oh.
So, Whip, send me your address.
And Eugene was close too with the second. Was it you had that stupid wood thing caught?
Well, actually, Lori said that at the top first. Above.
Oh.
Whip did it, then Lori did it, and then Whip came back with the tranny. So anyway, Whip, send it to danica.aquatics@gmail.com, your address and all that good stuff. And then if anybody in this that hasn't gotten Daniken stickers yet, if you would like some Daniken stickers, we will ship them off to you.
Whip says, give them to my favorite mod named Zenny.
Zenny, do you have room in your fish room?
And if so, send your address to the email address below. So, yeah. Okay, Kenny, you're at time, mister.
Oh, ready?
Yep.
All right, guys, we want to thank all of you for showing up. Thank all my moderators, keeping us safe and dropping those links. All the replay and lurkers, appreciate you guys. And then, of course, all of my wonderful members. You guys are awesome as well. And then, most importantly, thanks each and every one of you to sat here for an hour dealing with our shenanigans. We greatly appreciate it. Head on over to George. We'll go hashtag tranny. Seems fitting tonight. You guys have a great night. We will see you next Sunday, same time, same place. As always, love your fish. This is Kenny, and we're out.
Bye.